Karl Anthony Towns and the Timberwolves are in Brooklyn to take on the Nets. There was a special guest. Karl Sr. attended his first game since the death of his wife and cat's mom. Kyrie Irving, gathering himself before the game, he's back after missing 3 games, and this time the Euro step and layup. James Harden then finds Kyrie Irving coming for the layup, plus the foul. Kyrie Irving with the ball, top of the key, pulls up from deep and hits it. James Harden, now he hits ahead to Kyrie, who catches it in rhythm and hits another 3. Kyrie had 50 points in the quarter. Brooklyn's up by 8. In the second, Cat kicks it out to Jaden McDaniels for the 3. Anthony Edwards with the drive and then the lefty layup. Cat with the ball gets in the gut and muscles it up for the layup. Brooklyn's up 59-50. Halftime score. Brooklyn up 61-52. In the third quarter, Anthony Edwards takes it away from Joe Harris. Edwards finishes with a 2-handed dunk. Anthony Edwards this time drives in, hits a floater. The Brooklyn is still up 70-66. Harden gets the ball to Blake Griffin for the bucket and the foul. James Harden with the top of the key drive all the way to the cup. Brooklyn's up by 10, 87-77. Harden keeps it rolling. James Harden pulls up, knocks down the 3. And James Harden this time top of the key off the kick out, hits another triple. Harden finished with 38 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists for another triple-double. But the Timberwolves were down. Beasley gives it to Cat for 3. Edwards steals it from Bruce Brown. Edwards finishes the layup plus the foul. Edwards misses the free throw. Brooklyn's up 96-90. 40 seconds left. Beasley gets the inbound and misses the 3. Brooklyn wins. Final score: Timberwolves 107, Nets 112.
James, what did it take down the stretch? The Timberwolves were fighting. What did it take to hold them off?
Man, I got to be better, especially down the stretch. You know, we turned the basketball over a few times, which gave them opportunities to be able to score. So we got to do a better job, including myself, as the point guard, of not turning the basketball over, getting a quality shot, so we can have a good chance at guarding defensively.
What is the key to this team as far as managing expectations? Obviously, there's high hopes, expectations for this team, but what is the key in terms of managing the expectations and keeping the goal in mind?
Consistency. Every single night. You know, we got a target on our back, so we got to be prepared. You know, Minnesota, for record-wise, isn't that great, but, you know, they gave us a fight. So we got to be prepared mentally and physically every single night to win games, no matter how they come. And tonight was one of those examples.
You told me one of the things you were excited about here in Brooklyn was playing in front of these fans. I don't know if you can hear the MVP chants. Yeah. How fun is it playing in front of the Brooklyn faithful?
Man, I can't wait till it's packed out in here. You know, these are some of the best fans in the world, so I'm excited about it. But until then, we got to continue to keep winning and keep going.
Kyrie Irving in the smoking hot Brooklyn Nets on their home floor taking on James Harden's old club, the Houston Rockets. Harden greeting Coach Steven Silas and friends on the sideline. Rockets has lost 23 of 25 and they were without John Wall. But they are the ones who came out with the fire early on. Christian Wood knocks down the 3 and then Wood to Daniel House for the 3 of his own. Jason Tate with a block on one end. We're running on the floor and it's Tate who hammered it home on the other end. Suddenly Houston's up by 17 on the road, 42-25. James Harden, it gets tricky, gets the floater and the foul as well. He had 70 points and 8 boards in a short night, as you will see in a moment. Kyrie, the move, he's spinning the baseline, he's got it all. Houston's lead down to 13. Rockets getting production from Kevin Porter Jr. off the glass and it's good for 2 of his 20. And Houston's up by 11 on Brooklyn at the half. Third quarter, here comes the Nets. Harden with the crossover and setting up DeAndre Jordan for the slam. Irving skip pass to Joe Harris for 3, steadily from there, and it's Jeff Green driving. He can't finish, but Blake Griffin can. And suddenly Houston's lead is all the way down to 2. Harden rubbed his leg, left the game with a hamstring issue in third quarter, and Brooklyn will have to finish this off without him. Kyrie pushes it, kicks it to Harris for 3. Nicholas Claxton lane to Blake Griffin, who knocked down a couple of big threes late. And it's Irving blowing by everybody in for the layup. He had 31 points and a season high 12 assists. One more time, Griffin to Harris, who was 7 of 12 from the break beyond. He went for 28. Brooklyn's won 19 of 22. The Nets now have a sole possession of first place in the Eastern Conference for the first time since April of 03.
Joe, Houston came to play tonight. What did it take to swing momentum in your favor this evening?
I thought that, there at the end of the third quarter, Kyrie was doing a little bit of everything. Obviously, he brings a level of intensity to the game, offensively, facilitating, scoring, doing all that, but it was all the little stuff too. He was everywhere defensively. He kind of sparked us, got the energy, momentum going, and then everybody else kind of just picked it up from there.
You guys own first place in the Eastern Conference, best record in the East for the first time since 2003. What have you guys learned about yourselves thus far this season?
I think we're a resilient group. At the end of the day, we've overcome a lot of adversity here early in the year, whether COVID stuff, injuries, whatever it might be. Being able to respond to that in a positive manner, string together, a series of wins here when we don't even have a fully healthy roster.
Joe, you knocked down 7 3-pointers tonight. We saw that fist pump once again. I know it's your job. This is what you do. But how good does it feel to knock down, especially in crunch time, those momentum swinging and back-breaking 3-pointers?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're all just trying to do what we can to win ball games. My job, a lot of times, space the floor, knock down threes, help make everybody else's job easier. And tonight I was fortunate to knock down some here at the end of the game.
The Hornets on the road to face the Nets. 7-time All-Star LaMarcus Aldridge making his debut. The Nets have won 19 of their last 22. Kyrie Irving back in effect, rocking the tie-dye Derrick Collin flavor, and Uncle Jeff has plenty of flavor. Kyrie on point like the Riza rings. Over his last 5 games he's played, he's averaged 33 points per game. Nets in control, LaMarcus Aldridge showing the full offensive repertoire. Launching full-time bounce from the arm like Gavatraw, the pride of Segerville, Texas. Terry loves that. Finishing with 11 points and 9 rebounds in his debut. Brooklyn up big. So no KD, no Harden, no problem for Kyrie, who launches from 3, a double-double for number 11. To the second half we go. Like Chris once said, live from Beverly-Stuyvesant, the livest one, representing BK to the fullest. Kyrie with the fader, good. It's a rolling, not a stopwatch. It don't ever stop. Kyrie 15, 11, 8 assists, 2 blocks. Uncle Jeff a game high 21. He had 5 threes, knocks that down from the top of the key. The Nets, they have won 20 of their last 23.
Hey, LaMarcus, how you doing?
Doing good. And you?
Good. I know you're doing good now because I can see the smile on your face. Look, you've been in this league a long time, played with some great players from the Brandon Roys on. Can you just talk a little bit about how you're feeling emotionally about after this time, maybe having a chance to go after the title you always coveted?
Man, I'm just having fun playing my game, being on the floor. They put me on the block, they put me in the middle. I make decisions. So I'm just enjoying, just being me right now.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about teams you've been with or how you played, but let's talk a little bit about that. I've been in those situations, and really as a player, all you want to do is get to your comfortable spots. I know how much you're going to help Kyrie and Durant and those guys by creating space, but could you talk about a little bit how you see yourself on the floor making them better and them making you better?
Man, like tonight, man, they said just go play your game, get on the block, do your shots, if you open, shoot it. Me, just making my moves, I'm more confident out here. And, with Kyrie and all those guys, I'm going to get easy shots. Like, even tonight, I got some, open shots or whatever. So I'm just looking forward to just being me.
And when you talk about being you and the guys on that bench, and you talk about this team, what do you think your leadership as well is going to bring by just being you? We know that you're a hard worker, a quiet personality with the rest of these guys on the team, but, talk just a little bit about that.
Like tonight, man, just trying to talk on defense, trying to, talk to the guards, tell them about screens, just trying to lead on defense. And, I thought tonight, that was great, just, trying to let everybody know, where everyone is. And I thought tonight, just bringing that energy, you know what I'm saying?
Bulls looking to put an end to the losing streak. They're at home for the Nets. We're giving Blake Griffin his first start with Brooklyn. James Harden out dealing with the hamstring for a second straight game. Nets moving around, and here's BG from down. Now Blake spinning and getting inside to Kyrie Irving for the layup. Now Landry Shamet kicks it to LaMarcus Aldridge, who's also in the starting 5 game. It was 24-15. Let's go to the other side of the court. Zach LaVine driving and scoring. And then Nick Vucevic playing his first home game with the Bulls knocks down the jumper. We were tied at 31. Blake off the glass. That's by 2 now. Vuce spins and getting a friendly roll at home. Now Vuce fighting Zach LaVine, who soars to the cup. Zach driving, loses the ball. And then, look at that. Satoransky, right place, right time, and the foul. Chicago led 57-46 at the break. Third quarter, Vuce the jumper. He had a double-double. Now good ball movement. Daniel ties over to Satoransky from downtown. 74-56. Chicago blowing out the Nets. That is Kyrie Irving for the pull-out jumper. Now a bit of scary moment here for the Nets, who have been dealing with injuries. While running back on defense, no contact whatsoever, and Tyler Johnson just pulls up blame and goes down. Take another look at this one. Always the scariest when there's no contact anywhere. Johnson would need some help. Getting off the floor, he'll go back to the locker room, and the Nets would deem him out for the game. Kyrie, with a Harden in the backcourt, trying to wheel the Nets back into it. Here penetrating the floater goes. He had 24 in the career high, 15 assists. It was 102-95, but the Bulls are there to close it out. Which baseline fadeaway, he had 22 points and 13 rebounds. Zach LaVine, 25 points and 5 assists. The 6-game losing streak is over. Chicago takes down Brooklyn with 115-107.